Let me start by telling you a story. About a month before I came to Purdue, my grandparents told us that they were thinking about moving to a retirement home. Now, this didn't make sense to me because they'd been living with us for so many years and everything was going well. So, why move? I was confused. So, I did a little research and I found that the biggest reason that seniors move to retirement homes, amongst many others, is because they feel like a liability to their children due to the constant care that they need as they grow older. This didn't sit well with me. I mean, regardless of the reasons, how could they give up living with their families and the ones that they raised and be okay with the feeling of isolation in retirement homes? I carried this feeling with me when I came to Purdue. Now, you might be wondering why I'm telling you all of this. You see, it's because about a week into living without my family in Purdue, I realized that we're actually in a very similar situation as seniors in retirement homes. That feeling of isolation that they encounter is something a lot of us have been through, except they have it worse. So I decided to look for something that I could do in Purdue to make a difference, and I came across Purdue's Adopt a Grandparent Club. They regularly volunteer at various retirement homes and offer something that I thought was very unique. It's their adoption program wherein you get assigned a grandparent and you can basically call to check up on them, watch movies with them, go meet them regularly, help them knit, or basically whatever you want. So it's kind of like your own grandparent on campus. Isn't that cool? You see, seniors face several problems in retirement homes. Some of these include abuse and neglect due to understaffing, as well as various mental and psychological problems. And today I'm going to show you how joining this club and participating in its activities can help you solve these problems. But first, let me get into the problems in a little more detail. The first problem is understaffing. Studies have shown that this leads to neglect of residents and can increase their risk of problems like malnutrition, dehydration, and weight loss. It also increases their risk of being abused by overworked and exhausted staff members. Now, coming to the psychological and mental problems. Not living with their families can generate feelings of loneliness, isolation, and depression amongst seniors. A study conducted by Anthony D., which he included in his article, which is from 2017, it's called Psychology and Aging. It showed that these feelings can lead to cardiovascular diseases and various mental issues like dementia and Alzheimer's in seniors. Further, although living amongst people their age makes it easier for seniors to make friends, in many cases it also makes them feel demotivated to do daily tasks. This is because they are surrounded by people with mental and physical problems. This kind of environment can be very detrimental to their happiness and mental growth. These various problems can be solved to a great extent by joining this club and taking part in its various activities. For example, a study conducted by University of Nebraska showed that volunteers positively impacted the quality of care provided by a retirement home. This means that more volunteers equals more support for staff members, and thus it basically solves the problem of understaffing. Volunteering and taking part in the adoption program can also help solve psychological and mental problems faced by seniors. This is because when seniors interact with people from younger generations, they are introduced to newer and fresher ways of looking at life. This can help uplift them from the previously spoken detrimental environment. A study conducted by Corporation for National and Community Service in 2018 showed that people above the age of 65 who interact with younger people experience a shorter course of depression than people who don't. By interacting with younger generations, seniors can also share their various life lessons. Now, this may seem like a small thing, but it's actually not. This provides them with a feeling of accomplishment and purpose, and it also gives them the respect and affirmation that humans crave. And we all know how much grandparents love sharing their life lessons with us. And who knows, you might even learn something. Lastly, meaningful interactions like giving a manicure, watching movies together, playing cards, or even simply holding a conversation can not only put a smile on the resident's face, but also provide them with much needed support and encouragement. A study conducted by National Institute on Aging reported that these meaningful interactions can reduce the risk of dementia and many other health problems in seniors. On top of all of this, volunteering as you know it has its perks too. It strengthens your communication and interpersonal skills for the workplace, and many volunteering directors are happy to write a letter of recommendation. In conclusion, joining this club and participating in its various activities can help solve various problems that seniors face in retirement homes. These are once again abuse and neglect due to understaffing, as well as various mental problems like Alzheimer's, dementia, and depression. Lastly, my grandparents thankfully never ended up going to the retirement home. But let's make a difference in the lives of the grandparents who did. So I encourage you to check out the club using the website provided, contact them using the email, and join. Take part in their volunteering programs, and if you enjoy yourselves, which I assure you you will, take part in their adoption program.